Who's typing? Supposed to be that name. Okay. We need the microphone on in the jail, please.
Like this.
Hi, what's your name?
Tamar
What's your last name?
Young.
Okay. Said everything. I think it did. Mr. Young, I have your mailing address on Woburn in Ypsilanti. Is that a good place for you to receive mail from the court?
Well, you said 531 Woodburn Drive?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have a phone number or an email that you want to share? You don't, if you don't, that's fine.
I lost everything.
Okay, thank you. We have two files here today. State of Michigan versus Young, 23F20334. And that's a charge of carrying a concealed weapon, and 23FB1433, that is a homicide charge, plus other things. I've received a petition requesting a court-appointed lawyer. I will sign that for both files. Go ahead when you're ready, Ms. Kearney.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Young. We will waive formal reading and stand mute on both files.
Go ahead, Ms. Reiser.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Patricia Reiser on behalf of the people. We are asking for bond to be denied on the homicide case for the reasons that have been stated on the bond form. In particular, this is a case where there was apparently some kind of ongoing beef between the defendant and the four victims. One victim was immediately deceased. Another one has since passed away. And so that second, so the first count of AWIM will be changed to an open murder. Apparently there was, as I said, an ongoing dispute between the victims and the defendant. The defendant encountered them, immediately grabbed his weapon and began shooting at them, chased them out of the house where they were at. The victims fled. Obviously, all of them were struck. And as I stated, two of them have since passed away. Additionally, there was an Instagram post apparently from the defendant after the fact indicating, I will quote it, but the essence of it is that he had no remorse for what he had done. The quote is, "Don't got no remorse for them shitty ass N-word. Sorry for the smoke." And it has a photo of his forehead and his eyes in that with the quote. The court rule certainly does allow the court to deny bond in these circumstances, and I adding all this other information because it's so clear that this defendant is a huge danger to the entire community. So I'm asking the court to deny bond.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Pearney.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Young is a resident of Ypsilanti, stays with his mother. He's 19. I believe all of his prior convictions were under HIDA, so I can't see any of those. Well, they're not in the criminal history I have, I should say. He is employed. He's been at his current employment for about a month. I did explain to Mr. Young the court's policy and the court rule in regard to bond in cases like these. He does understand those. On the homicide case, we'd just be asking for a PCC date, obviously. And as for the CCW charge, we'd ask for a low cash bond so he can get credit for that one.
All right, thank you. So, Mr. Young, the court rules, Michigan Court Rule MCR 6.106 allows the court to deny pretrial release to a person charged with homicide, with murder. Typically, that is what I do in my courtroom. It is also typical for the other judges in Washtenaw County to deny bond to a person that's charged with murder. The reason being, it's really a question of danger to the community. The reason being that in a situation like what you're accused of, it's not clear that there won't continue to be violence going forward. So I am denying bond in file 23FB1433. Ms. Reiser, the bond request is just asking for no contact with the family of Dallas Williams. I don't know if you want to change that or have me include some other, it says victims' families, so I don't know exactly what we should have for the no contact.
Your Honor, it would be all of the victims' families. I
Okay,
unfortunately
so,
don't have all the contact information for them as of yet.
yeah,
But
I'm not, I think that's something that is going to be a little bit challenging to enforce if Mr. Young is inclined to try to violate that order, because I can't specify the name of every single person. So I'm going to go ahead and order it, but I do think that we might want to work towards being more specific as the case. Mr. Young, I'm ordering you not to have any contact with any person that is a family member of any of the victims in that case. All right, so what I'm saying about why it might be difficult is I'm not able to name every single person that I don't want you to have contact with, but generally speaking, parents, siblings, children, aunts and uncles of the victims and the alleged victims. So that would be no contact with the family of Dallas Williams, Tyrese Burks, Travis Williams, or Carter Williams. Okay? You understand what I mean by that?
Yes.
Right. On the other file, the bond is $10,000 with the right to post 10%. The reason for setting that bond slightly higher than I might in a other CCW is that while there was a warrant out for Mr. Young's arrest on that CCW case, these murder charges, the events leading to the murder charges occurred. So the carrying of the concealed weapon ended up being a violent situation that caused the death of 2 people. Both cases, the next court date, the probable cause conference, will be on July 13th, approximately 9 a.m. over Zoom. Anything anybody else wants to say on this file, these files?
You mind if I say something?
I would advise you not to. Not only is this being recorded internally, but we are on YouTube right now. So it's being broadcast on YouTube. Anything you say can be used against you at a later proceeding. It's unlikely that there's anything that you can say that would change the bond that I've set, so it's probably not.
A false allegation.
Yeah, I understand you're pleading not guilty.
No, I'm talking about with the post situation. I ain't post nothing after no situation on my story.
You're not charged with that.
Analyze that.
That's not one of the charges against you, and I'm not basing your bond on that information.
All right, for sure.
Okay. All right. Okay, I think we're all set. You can, when you're ready, you can stand up and step out, and someone from the public defender's office will be in touch with you. Okay, thank you, everyone. Yeah, we can get off YouTube now.
Thank you.